It is the most magnanimous place for stroke victims on this planet.
I'm Terry Peterson, and I'm the stroke program coordinator at Mercy Gilbert.
I'm Yuli Smith, nurse practitioner and the stroke program coordinator at Chandler.
Well, we heard about stroke camp from the people that trained us, previous neuro people, and then just attending camp. You hear this every single time somebody goes as a volunteer to camp, is that it changes your life, my life, the volunteers' lives. It changes our lives as much as it's beneficial to the stroke survivor and the caregiver.
My name is Jonathan Hodgson, and I'm a community neurologist. I'm also the stroke director for Mercy Gilbert Medical Center. I started going to stroke camp about 4 years ago. I really like to enjoy spending time with my patients and helping them go through the experience of learning about the new normal.
For us to be able to see patients who have been at their very acute stroke phase, and then to see them going into their recovery phase and then continuing to improve over the course of years, not just months, that is just the most heartwarming experience.
I had a stroke that almost killed me, but I survived it. And so, yes, but it was one of those things where I kept working on therapy, numerous outpatient therapy at another hospital, 6 months actually.
The new normal is when you have a stroke, typically you're left with certain deficits, and learning to live with those deficits is the new normal.
I survived the stroke that I experienced in November of 2016. Before the stroke, I was considered myself healthy. I tried to take care of myself. I went to the gym 5 days a week during the week, and then on the weekends we would walk our dogs.
We don't just touch the lives of the stroke survivors, we touch the lives of the caregivers. I saw a man come to camp with his heart broken because he'd watched the love of his life have a stroke. And he came to camp saying, I can't do this, it's not possible.
This man's very hardworking, and he's constantly still, 2 years later, we can't be watching a movie without him working. I mean, he's constantly doing therapy, constantly still.
Oh, seeing patient in ER from arriving, treating them, letting them walk out the door without any hope. I like to give that hope, and that hope I got from stroke camp.
I cried because I saw all of the changes that they went through just in a weekend. Things that happened just over 2 to 3 days. Someone singing who hadn't spoken in 5 years. Come on. Tell me that wouldn't make you really want to raise funds and say what the wonderful things that stroke camp does.
Terry Peterson and the whole stroke team at Mercy Gilbert, we appreciate them so much. They took care of us through our darkest time ever, I think, as a couple. And it would happen to be Thanksgiving, and we were very thankful to be there.
So stroke camp is an opportunity to come away from the daily grind and come away from what can be a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of wondering what's going to happen. And they get to come away for 3 days and to retreat and to refresh. So they spend time with people who've been through what they also have been through, so they find understanding. And there's a bunch of activities they do throughout the weekends to bring people together and to be able to express what it's been like on their journey, and then to come back to their normal lives with a new sense of belonging and a new normal.